Hello. So this is gonna go along with my community wellness. Um, so I did an interview with somebody at the team leader at OHI, which is Opportunity Housing Inc., located at 203 Main Avenue, Bangor, Maine, 04401. Um, their mission statement is we offer people with disabilities the resources they need to make life choices and set their own goals. So, mental health history. It wasn't that long ago that many individuals with disabilities were regulated to institution hospitals and mental health facilities. At best, their basic needs were met. At worst, the facilities were crowded, neglected, and abused. Oh, there we go. In fact, until the mid-1950s, the majority of general public still believed that people with intellectual or developmental disabilities were a menace to society and the cause for most crimes and even poverty. The mindset became the foundation of efforts to warehouse people with disabilities across the United States throughout the early 1900s. During the 1960s, racial minorities were fighting for equal rights. This fight brought civil rights to the front of society. It was during this time Maine parents and other socially conscious citizens filed a class action suit in federal district court in Portland on behalf of the residents at Pineland Center in New Gloucester, citing appalling conditions and treatment. During the same time, advocacy for people with mental illness in Maine intensified, resulting in a new Bill of Rights. Fewer people institutionalized at Augusta Mental Health Institute, and an elimination of unpaid labor. One result of the Pineland Consent Decree and the Augusta Mental Health Institute Consent Decree. Together, these decrees covered about 2,000 people who had been involuntarily committed to these facilities. These two decrees were required by the state of Maine to establish and maintain a comprehensive mental health system based on the needs of the people with mental illness. So OHI in the beginning. Bonnie Jean Brooks believed that the decrees weren't enough. Bonnie believed two things: that everything is possible and people with disabilities should be provided with opportunities and support services that allow them to be part of their families and live in their communities. Fueled by the support for the people with disabilities, she quit her teaching job. In 1979, Bonnie founded the nonprofit Opportunity House Inc., now called OHI. OHI began with 2 residential homes offering support services to people with disabilities and provide them with the opportunity to set goals, make choices, and live and work within their communities. So current mental health services of OHI. Behavioral health homes. Behavioral health homes provide a team-based approach to an integration of physical and behavioral services. It supports adults with mental health challenges who also want to support to improve their physical health and provide coordination among all service providers. A behavioral health home is not an actual building, rather a home that helps coordinate services. Supports include identifying needs related to physical and behavioral care, housing, education, vocation, financing, socialization, and development of natural and peer supports. Coordination of care among physical and behavioral services, crisis planning and management, inclusion of family, cultural, and religious supports, identifying, obtaining, and maintaining resources and benefits of the community as they relate to the identity needs, one-on-one group peer support. They also have community integration support services. So this is case management service which helps adults with mental health challenges or mental health and substance abuse challenges who are currently struggling to live independently. So this helps with identifying medical, social, housing, educational, vocational, financial, emotional, and other needs, providing links to individual groups, agencies, and organizations to address identified needs, providing information, consultation, and problem-solving assistance, providing information to involve family members, including family support groups, crisis management, and discharge planning for long-term success, and identifying medical, social, housing, educational, vocational, financial, emotional, natural, and peer supports, and other needs. So then we go to community rehabilitation services. This service helps adults. You don't need to see me disappear. Okay, this service helps adults with mental health challenges who are struggling to live independently. Service recipients do not need the level of support provided by a group home or hospital, but struggle to live independently without daily contact. This service helps each person learn to develop skills and to foster independence and find healthy ways to become involved in the community. So some of the services assist with case management, coordination of services, medication administration, Section 8 and other housing subsidies, teaching, education, and skill building, budgeting, medical appointments, community linkage and connections, selecting and participating in educational, vocational, and social activities, assessing 12-step and other recovery-oriented self-help supports, assessing alternative transportation, symptom management, identifying, developing, and maintaining healthy peer and natural supports in the community. They also have a residential treatment services. This service helps adults with mental health challenges who have been unsuccessful living independently and require an intensive level of support to remain in the community. This service is provided via the mechanism of the community residents, and prior authorization for the use of services must be obtained from the state of Maine. So OHI provides these services in 6 locations in Greater Bangor area, with some variation in levels of support, intensity, and specialized population. So supports include symptom management, development of positive coping skills, assessing 12-step and other recovery-oriented self-help groups, supporting counseling, medication administration monitoring, personal care services, monitoring of safety, assistance in scheduling and attending appointments, assistance identifying and addressing medical needs, assistance, connection with family and other natural supports, crisis prevention, development of skills for daily living, support with meal planning, grocery shopping, and meal preparation, identifying, developing, and maintaining healthy, peer, and natural supports in the community. And they also have a skill development services, which this service helps adults with mental health challenges to increase their independence by learning skills. It is a teaching-based thing, so support may include accessing community resources, connecting and maintaining relationships, teaching people to develop and maintain healthy relationships, using public transportation, budgeting, accessing 12-step programs, selecting and participating in educational activities, vocational activities, social activities, symptom management, stress management and self-advocacy, overcoming social isolation and withdrawal, and medication administration and monitoring. So current intellectual disability services. They have, OHI guides and teaches life lessons to help each person in their community. They specialize in supporting adults with Prader-Williams syndrome, a genetic condition that is described primarily as a severe eating disorder, which left unchecked leads to life-threatening obesity. OHI helps monitor food intake, develop exercise programs, encourage community involvement, and assist with coordination necessary services. They also strongly support self-advocacy. In doing so, OHI encourages people to get involved in groups such as Speak Up For Us, as well as local community groups. They actually also actively participate in the Special Olympics throughout New England. So they have community support program. It's called OHI's Lead On, offers a customized plan focusing on a unique set of principles to guide each member as they support to engage in the community and develop and build upon social roles and lasting relationships. Personal support program. OHI's Home of Your Own is MaineCare Section 29 and 21 personal support program offering personalized support to people who live with their families as well as people who live in their own home. Whether you need support to budget your money or shop for your groceries or learn how to order and take your daily medications, they can assist you. And then community case management, which they can help with increased independence, find ways to become involved in the communities, make good decisions, make use of natural support, learn to be strong self-advocates, understand how to find housing and employment, and learn how to schedule and document appointments and meetings. And then they have a home and community-based waiver service. So other services they can provide. They have housing. So homelessness is a common situation for people re-entering the community from hospitalization or incarceration. OHI offers a variety of services designed to help people with housing and keep it. So they have links provided to housing subsidies, SSI and BI, SNAP benefits. But they also have the Chalala House, Huntington Farmers and Rachel's House, which offers safe, affordable housing for people with disabilities who are making the transition from homelessness, institutionalization, or supported living to independence. They also help run the Brewer Food Cupboard, and they actually just opened up recently Eagle's Nest Clubhouse. Eagle's Nest is a peer-based mental health recovery program designed to empower its members toward dreams and goals. The OHI Clubhouse is a vocational rehabilitation program for adults with severe and persistent mental illness. It is one of the 6 clubhouses in the state of Maine that utilize the Clubhouse model of psychiatric rehabilitation. Clubhouse provides a place where self-confidence and hope for the future can be regained. Members lead to continued growth, increased self-esteem, and a sense of empowerment. It offers members services such as job development, job placement, job coaching, transitional employment, long-term supported employment, and supported education. So the person I actually interviewed was Rayma Sherrill. She was the team coordinator. She had been there for 25 years in the mental health field, 24 years with OHI. She currently works as the team coordinator for OHI. She oversees group homes, troubleshooting, team planning, assessment, supervision of staff and scheduling, hiring, manages intakes, and coordinates with the state of Maine. During the interview, I wanted to know, as a professional, what is one thing that she wishes she knew before entering the mental health field. She stated that one thing she wished she knew was how much red tape there is. When asked what the biggest problem in the mental health field currently is, she stated that there is currently a lot of clients within OHI, and having enough employees to meet the needs of the clients is a big problem. Not only is it getting the employees, but keeping them with the company. So during this interview, I actually learned a lot about the services that OHI can provide for clients. I learned about the problems facing mental health field. I learned about what it takes to work with OHI. Overall, I feel like this interview gave me a better overall look into the mental health field. It gave me a better understanding of clients' needs and how I can help them find the resources they need to meet their goals. So, it's doing that thing, but that's it. So